It's Ali from isocialu.com. In this video, I want to talk about Facebook ad to promote your page, or in other words, it's also called Facebook page like ad. So first of all, why should you use this ad? And it's really obvious, to get more fans and likes on your Facebook page. And number two, who is the ideal target audience, or what are some of the examples of target audience that you can target with page like ads? So first of all, one example is fans of your competition. So why is that a good target audience? Because if you think about this, the fans of your competition are already familiar with your business, industry, and niche. The second option could be targeting by different interest and keywords that are relevant to your business, because these people are also familiar with your niche. And some examples could be, let's say if you are a food blogger, you can target people who have shown interest in eating food, restaurants, and things like that. And what to A/B test? For these type of ads, you can A/B test or split test between different audiences. So for example, you can create one ad set or ad to target fans of your competition, another ad or ad set to target by different keywords, and you can compare and see which one is performing better. You can also A/B test different types of images and call to actions. And the pro tip I have for page like ads is, give people a reason to like your page. Why should they become fans of your business on Facebook? And we'll see this in action right now. So let's go to Facebook's Ads Manager. And to go to Facebook's Ads Manager, you can type facebook.com/ads/manager once you are logged into Facebook. Now, I manage advertising accounts of hundreds of different clients, so I see a lot of different accounts here, but you may only see one. So I'm gonna go to my personal account. And this is what the Facebook Ads Manager looks like. So let's create a page like ad. Once you're logged in, you can click on this green button called Create Ad. And now there are 3 steps basically. In step number 1, you will define your objective. That's the campaign level. In step number 2, which is the ad set, you will define your audience, your budget, and schedule. And in step number 3, you will create the actual ad with image, call to action, or even a video. So let's do this. For this ad, we'll select Promote Your Page. And this is where you can choose your page or enter its URL. So I'm going to select my iSocialU Facebook page. Facebook will detect it. Here's the campaign name, iSocialU, and page likes ad. You can also edit and change this if you want. And then select the set audience and budget. And this is where you will select the audience for your page like ad. So let's go through all of these fields. First is the custom audience. I'm going to skip that for now. We'll cover more on custom audiences later in this course. Location. So if you have a location-based business, you can add your location. So for example, we are based in Dallas, Texas. So I'm just going to add Dallas, Texas, and 50-mile radius. What's the age range you want to target? Our audience is people who are 25 and above, and both men and women. So I'm going to select all in gender. If you are targeting specific languages, for example, Spanish, you can select that here as well. For now, I'm just going to skip that. Now let's go to the detailed targeting options. So you see Facebook has auto-populated some interests or keywords based on my page type. This is where you can add different keywords. So for example, we are in a business of social media marketing. So if I type social media, here are some recommended interests by Facebook: digital marketing, email marketing, content marketing. So people who have shown interests in these keywords are my likely target audience for iSocialU. Now remember, I mentioned you can also target fans of your competition. So let's say if I add social media examiner, there you go, here. So you can type the name of your competition's Facebook page and target their fans in this box. But what I would recommend is you either pick targeting by interests or targeting by the fans of your competition in one ad set. So for now, I'll just delete this because I want to target by different interests in this specific example. If you click here, you'll see several other recommendations made by Facebook. You can go through this and pick any that are relevant to your business. And by the way, on this side under audience definition, Facebook is actually showing you how many people you have selected with all of these keywords that you picked. So 1.7 million people match the criteria or the options that I have selected for this ad. Let's scroll down. You can also exclude people from your targeting, or if you want to narrow your audience, you can do that as well. So for example, I can say people who match the above criteria and must also match one of these criteria. So I can pick entrepreneurship, search engine optimization, and if you look at this, I'm actually narrowing down my audience. So you can play with these targeting options also. Let's cross that out for now. Connections. So obviously we're trying to get more likes on our Facebook page with this ad, so you can exclude people who already like your page because they are already fans of your business. If you want to save this audience for future use, you can click save this audience and just give it a name. Let's go to how much do you want to spend, the budget. There are two options, daily budget and lifetime budget. I always do daily budget because then you can test your ad for a couple of days and see if it's really working or if you need to optimize it, change the image or call to action or even targeting. And as far as the budget, if this is the first time you're creating ad, I would suggest going with a low budget. You can even do $5 a day, $3 a day, or even $2 a day. And once you know your numbers, once you know how much you're paying for your likes, then you can up the budget if it makes sense. Schedule, you can run your ad continuously starting today, or you can also define the start and end date. There we go. And what's the name of this ad set? So we're targeting people who live in Dallas, 25 and older, and I might add we're actually targeting by interests. This is so that I will remember this audience in future. So let's click on choose ad creative, and this is where you will actually build your ad. You can use images or videos. If you click on images, you have several options here. You can add images from your computer, and you can also use free stock images. And one thing to note here is you can select up to 6 images per ad, and that's really good because you can A/B test or split test multiple images and see which one is performing better for your ad. So here is Facebook automatically picked my cover image for the first image. So let's just pick a stock image also. Since we are related to social media, I'm gonna search on Facebook and just pick, let's say, this image. Now I have 2 images selected in this ad. Let's do done. If you go back, I just want to show you this. If you wanted to use a video, you can click on this video, upload the video from your computer, browse the library, or you can actually create a slideshow. Slideshow basically means, oh, it's right here. You can use 3 to 7 images to create a slideshow video for your ad. So there are several different options. Let's go back. In this example, I'll just stick with, Facebook took away the images that I had. So let's just select, that's my image number 1. And let's just select that as image number 2. There we go. Now, the next section is what text do you want to use? Now, this is extremely important. The text that you put here will actually go on the top of your ad. And like I mentioned in the pro tip, you want to give people a reason to like your page. So for example, I could say something like us to get latest news on social media marketing. So I'm giving them a reason. If they want to learn about the latest news on social media marketing channels, they should like our page. Here is the headline, and if you click here, the headline tells people what your ad is about. Use the preview to see how it will look for each placement. This is where you can put a headline. And by the way, it's limited to 25 characters. So just keep that in mind. And this field, I believe, is limited to 200 characters and 37 are remaining. So keep that in mind. The landing view, I'm going to select timeline, which means when people click on this ad, I want them to go to the timeline of my page. For now, I'm going to skip the conversion tracking. We'll cover this in this course in another video. And now let's look at our ad previews. So this is how my ad is going to look like in the desktop news feed. And here is the mobile news feed, and then the right hand column. And if you notice, the headline only appears in the right hand column. Now another pro tip that I use for page like ads, I always disable the right column ads and just let them run on the news feed of desktop and the mobile. And I can click on these 2 arrows right here and look at the multiple images that I have selected. So 1 and 2. Now, once you are happy with all of your settings, you can review your order to make sure everything is set according to your plan. And then you can place the order from here or go back and place the order, which will send these ads or this campaign to Facebook's review process, and they take sometimes anywhere between few minutes to up till 24 hours to approve your ad. Now, one thing I do want to mention is when you go back up here in your image section, Facebook will actually show you what's the recommended image size for this objective that you picked. So for Facebook page like ads, what they recommend is 1200 by 444 pixels, and here is the ratio. And by the way, the image may not have more than 20% text on it. And let me actually show you how you can verify this. So you may want to pause this and save this URL, facebook.com/ads/tools/text overlay. Now here you can choose a file from your computer. Let me pick something that has some text on it. Recently, we have created some campaigns for CERTA. So I'm going to select this, open. And now select all the boxes that has text. Look at this. So based on the selections I made, this image has 28% text, which means Facebook will not approve if I try to use this image as an ad. So by using this link, facebook.com/ads/tools/text overlay, you can check how much text you have on your image. And Facebook does not allow more than 20% text. So this is how you can easily create Facebook like ad campaigns or like Facebook page like ad campaigns for your business. And now let me show you, once your page like ad campaign is running, how can you look at the data and actually improve it? So for example, I'm logged into my ads manager, and here is one of the page likes campaign that I'm running for one of my clients. And if you look at this, so we got 808 page likes for 7 cents per like. Wow. And here's I'm looking at the data for last 30 days. And this is how many people have seen this ad, or that's the reach. If you click on this campaign, now I can look at the analytics on the ad set. Here's the ad set name and different data. So this is only set for $2 per day. If I click on the ad set name, now I'm gonna look at the data for the actual ads inside. It's taking a couple of seconds to load. So let's give it a few more. Let me refresh this. And let's see if it comes up. There we go. So if you look at this, we actually A/B tested 2 different images and found out that this image performed much better than this image. So we disabled that ad and kept on running with the image that was performing much better. So here are the results, the reach, the cost, and how much we have spent in the period that we selected. If you scroll to the top, here's the performance graph of this ad, the likes, and also the cost. If you want to look at the audience data, click on audience and you can see the data for women and men. You can also see the data for placement. And if you look at this, most of our likes, and actually 100% of our likes, came from the mobile newsfeed ad. And that's why for page like ads, I like to disable the right hand side placement and run with the newsfeed on the desktop and mobile.